Hello everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are doing a 6-hour stream. Why are we doing that? Well, we reached 100 followers on Twitch, and I thought this is a great way to celebrate that. So, the best way to start celebrating that is to get shit sorted. That's how things work, I suppose. So, we need to really get a lot of copper made. And so I've got a few plans for that. First is going to be having a train going... Oh, slowly speeding that stuff up. That's cool. So one of my first plans to speed things up is to get a train down here that can drop copper off. And hopefully that helps things just a tad. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a line here. Not going to be too much of a spectacular thing. It's just, we're out of pumps, aren't we? Oh man. Okay, well, we're going to go get pumps first. But then, by God, we're going to get stuff done. There's a few things we need to get done today. Well, we've got 6 hours, so I guess we've got plenty of time to do everything, don't we? So let's just get some pumps and see where life takes us. Now, pumps are used engines. Not used engines specifically. Engines and copper plates, I believe, but we want better pumps than that. So, pumps, and we also want bronze and aluminium. Okay, well, we can get that as well. Bronze, aluminium. Actually, we'll cancel that, and we just make the pumps directly. 50 pumps. It'll happen. A lot of pumps required. While that's happening, I was looking at my book, getting hit by a train. That's why you never stand on the lines when you're not looking at the screen. It's okay. We'll go get my body back, and then we'll see how we go. That was a bit of a mistake, but that's alright. At least I know where it was this time. Sometimes it can be hard finding your own dead body. I mean, it's hard emotionally finding your own dead body, that's for sure. Oh gosh, I got afraid that train was going to get me again. 2 deaths in the first 10 minutes would be rough. Alright, we also want to get some biters, because oddly enough we actually do not have enough biters going at the moment. I thought my body was here. Oh, there it is. There's my mangled corpse. Awesome, found it. Okay, so back to making pumps. Because we do still need those. And we want to get some biter puffers. Where's my biters at? I don't know, but I can always just request like 20 of them? 20 seems like a lot. That's also the number I'm going to request. And there they are. Awesome. What else do we need? Grindstones for crystals. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Plastics. That's right, I want to improve my plastics. Now, because we've got some problems with this, while it's doing right, we'd probably not do badly with some more steam crackers. Which are about as delicious as they sound. I'm just not sure where to put them, and we can continue putting them up that way. We'll do something up there. Or, a better idea would be to use this little bit of lake space and do something like this. And then we can just connect everything up. That was good, but wrong. Okay, that's lake space. That's going to need to be steam. Oh, we've got plenty of steam at the moment, so we'll just hook the steam into there. That's got to be other stuff. Got to have plenty of other stuff. What is that got to be? Methanol gas, yep. And that. I just forgot temporarily. Okay. And we need to get the residual gas out of there. So this will hopefully add a little bit of usefulness to the whole situation, but I don't know quite how much it's going to add. Hopefully something. We may need more of this gas though. Which, oddly enough, you know what? I forgot to do the trick where you put the pistol down. I'll have to go back to my corpse there. So we need to go beacon. Oh, you know, the beacon's not quite large enough. Shame. And it looks like we actually don't have enough catalysts there either. How unusual. Shortage of catalysts? Say it ain't so. So we're just going to turn that off and make my pumps. Okay. We're not going to put that beacon down just yet. We will need to go and get some more speedy boys. But 2 lots of more catalysts. So 20 more catalysts should speed things up here. And hopefully speed things up here too. Okay. Let's see what we do with these. And we're going to need a tank as well. We need a tank? No, we don't need a tank. Sure. I'm watching that train getting slightly anxious. That's alright. What's the chance that I get hit by 2 trains in 10 minutes? Higher than you'd think, actually. Higher than it should be in any case. Okay, so we've got train stations, we've got almost everything we need. We've got pumps. Now we just gotta put the train there. Haul it in. Actually, you know what? We do need a tank. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we did. Train limit 1. And this is going to be sludge drop 1. Oh, sludge drop 2, rather, isn't it? Because it needs to be able to take 2 trains. Mineral sludge 2? What the heck? There we go. And so this is not actually a super important line, but it will be used a lot. Other one's going to come this way. And deposit into there. Okay. So eventually a train's going to come down and sort that out. The trains will have to deal with their own shit. Put it politely. I wasn't putting it politely at all, I acknowledge. Okay, so we are having problems with integrated plastics. No, integrated electronics, because they lack plastics. That's how this works. And we lack grinding stones as well. We can fix that up right now. That's a pretty quick fix. Because that is around here-ish? Nope, not there. Around where my crushing stone things are. That's what I said, crushing stone things. That's him. Because we need to crush the silicon into powder so we can get more grinding stones and overall just have a better time in life. Other things I need to do, of course, we need to do more biters. So we're just going to be sprinting backwards and forwards getting things sorted for the next little bit, and then we'll start a new project. Because the problem is, these biters are just going really well, and actually, strangely enough, a problem. But thankfully we've got plenty of room, because apparently the Benga bus has handled this. I appreciate the Benga bus for everything, all the hard work that it does in this factory. That pipe is slightly in the wrong place. We will deal with that in a moment. Okay, and we need to get the oxygen over there, because otherwise we have a bit of a break, and I'm not okay with that. Okay, so that should give me more biters. Should be more breeding as well. What's that looking into? Oh yeah, if there's too many queens, it'll start feeding them to the furnace, which is fine. Maybe. Where the queens go normally, they go to the top. Okay, the point is we're going to have lots of biters coming through, which means lots more crystals, which is what we needed. Then that's good. So next we just need to improve. Now this isn't going great. Why not? Not enough capacitor banks. Why not? Where are capacitor banks supposed to come from? That's probably the next question over here. Not a lot of the other things either. Looks like we just need more chemical furnaces. That's what I'm seeing. So even though it's not purple, yellow, or pink signs we need right now, it's just good to get those advanced. Let's get those numbers up. And while I'm standing here, let us remember to place down a box for my fallen self. Very important. We probably don't need any more biter farms right now. We can probably put those back. Okay, we've got lots of chemical furnaces. Is that what we need to deal with right now? Not really. We just need to make sure more copper's coming through, which does look like it's improved a little bit. Got like one little patch of thing that doesn't have radar, which is kind of annoying and funny at the same time. What I also want to do, now that I'm thinking about it, is I also want to make crystallizer 2s. Just to make things a little bit more efficient. I don't think I want lots of them, but I do want some. Crystallizer 2s, and how many do we want? I don't know, like 20? Let's go 40. They do require blue chips, but then again we are making more blue chips than we used to, so it'll be fine. So while we're probably going to get through all my blue chips relatively quickly, I anticipate we'll probably see a long line of blue chips coming up. I expected more. I did expect more, but that is some. Black chips I also noticed last time they were going a bit slow, but that I believe is integrated electronics, which are coming through now. Because we did have plastics coming through. I would like to improve plastics. I would like to improve plastics. Where are the plastics coming from? I forgot where the integrated electronics coming from, so that's the first big problem. No, CPUs are fine. Yeah, they go up there. The plastics coming there, and already their plastics look to be a little bit light. But what I could do is put a... Wow, I could just get rid of this bit of water, couldn't I? Who needs that water? Infinite water. Don't need it. And then, yeah, those are too far away. I should have seen that. And plastic. We will delete those because it'll be faster to, actually, it'll be faster actually get it set up properly on one side. And how much of a belt will this actually take? Because if it takes up more than a red belt, then this is taking more than a red belt. Even carry blue belts? We got 2 of them. Cobalt's still a problem. Cobalt is a problem we're going to fix in a moment. So for now, though, this will have to do. I am putting things slightly in the wrong place. That's okay. Because then you just go to 2. Wait. Nothing comes into plastic. What the heck am I thinking? They all just go out into the same belt. What the heck am I thinking? Am I thinking? That's the real question. Okay. We got there in the end. That's the important thing. And we power it up and it'll do absolutely nothing because we got no plastics connected to it yet. That'll be fixed in a moment though. And it does have a requirement of plastics. Cool. So, where do we get plastics from? Well, we made a lot of plastics down here. So can we maybe take it down here? Swing it straight up. Like straight across there might be good. Okay. So if we go down through here. Yeah, we so need more cobalt. It's ridiculous. That's not going to go great, so we'll go down. Yeah, this will work better. I want to go basically down until this rail network. Then we find a place to put the plastic. And then we just sort of bring it on to Shaky Town, as they say. Who says that? I honestly don't know. My dad, I suppose? Where is Shaky Town? I also don't know. Shaky Town may just be a myth. You know, the sort of myth that you tell to scare people. Particularly children, obviously. But this should do something interesting. It's going to use up a lot of my plastic, that's what it's going to do. But that's okay, we can just make more plastic. That's not a problem. We just need to make sure we've got a healthy amount of black circuits and blue circuits, I suppose, being made at all times. And the line plastics over here. Well, they are making plastics. Could be making more, but we are out of efficiency modules, production modules rather, so we'll go grab some of those, because I think that is a thing that we need. And they would be over here. 200 of them, fantastic. 200 of them too. And you know what, efficiency modules? Don't think you're getting out of this alive. Jeez, 1,000 of them. I think I actually do need 1,000 of them though. Running short on crystals still. Okay. Why are we running short on crystals? Do we not have enough grinding stones, or are we just literally running short on crystals? We're making them as fast as we can. We could make them a little bit faster, I suppose. Speed things up a bit. A lot of greens in there. I'll get over it. And these are doing all right. Could be doing better. Are we grinding stuff? We are grinding stuff. Could grind more, I think. Could grind more. We're going to need to connect that to the same wiring network. Cool. And we could have more of these as well. Just make those faster. Just hurt me is all I'm saying. Absolutely hurt my resources. I don't need them. I just want them to be in pain. Okay. Level those up. We could possibly even... Feeling a bit spicy, which we absolutely are. Chuck some more down. Never hurts to be a bit spicy, that's what I always say. I mean, unless you're eating something that's a bit spicy, and then in which case it's actually hurt you. And you've messed up. Okay, so that should speed this production up. And meanwhile, while I was futzing around with that, we have a shortage of these. Why? Cobalt steel. Okay, you know what? Been dancing around that tree long enough. Let's fix cobalt steel for good. We can't just keep dancing around the cobalt steel tree. Which is something that people totally do. How are we doing for power as well, actually? 2.2? Okay, what I'm hearing is we got tons of power. And this, I assume, is going rubbishly. Rubbishly is a word. More trains are probably required as well. So let's grab a couple of trains. And fluid wagons are probably in here somewhere, if I take a guess. Oh god, I forgot this was an absolute mess. Okay. Fluid wagons, please. Can I have them, please? Bring them to me. 10 of them, I don't care. I don't care where they... Oh, they were in there? Well, I would have never found them then, would I? Okay. So, to increase copper output, we're going to need the minerals to be spread more. Now, we're making enough minerals now, which is good. We are very happy about lots more minerals. Spiders, I need you over here because we're going to need more electrodes. Now these trains are doing fantastically. I'm very proud of these trains. They are spreading the mineral sludge throughout the base pretty effectively. I would just like more. Don't worry about train fuel, don't worry about entities. I don't even worry about tiles, I just want trains. So in a moment that train's going to go away and we're going to plonk a new one down. There we go. And because it's the same one, it can just go like that. And we've got another train on the network. Which will be... Okay, that one's gone. Another train, please. We are going to run into a problem very soon with this. That I do not think we produce enough mineral sludge for that. That's okay, we can always make another array. So we have 8 trains that this sludge feeds. It's pretty impressive, actually. And that one destination full. Excellent. No, shit. I was like, yes, that means it can rest. But no, it cannot. What I want is to make sure that these are all going all the time. We may actually need another group of filters. Looks like there's not actually enough filters at all here, so... I more meant filters as in actual filtration devices rather than actual filters, but apparently we have a shortage of both. But that's cool, I suppose. If we come over here, we'll probably get a lot of my efficiency modules sent out. Just because I know we have them. And I would just like a little bit more efficiency in my life. I mean, I can't get efficiency in my life by actually being more efficient. So if you can't do that, just chuck more filters in. You know, that's how you do it. Okay, so another lot of ceramic filters there, and another lot there. In fact, that's the problem, guys. Needs to be water, actually. Interesting. Well, that's got plenty of purified water, so let's move that out a notch. Okay. A little bit more water should allow a little bit more effective filtering, and hopefully a lot more mineral sludge that is good to use. I might actually, just because I can see this becoming a problem later, extend this. Yeah, like how could this be a problem later? It's like I've just chucked in more trains. If something happens, this will cause a problem. So we're going to make the route a little bit longer than it used to be. Just to make sure the trains don't all get backed up on the same line and get themselves stuck in some sort of zany, what is it? You know, the one with Curly, Moe, and Larry, I think it is, for Three Stooges. We don't want to end up with a Three Stooges situation. And this one seems to be getting stuck on sulfuric wastewater. Interesting. Speaking of Three Stooges bullshit, here we go. So we're going to... Apparently we had that problem before as well, so... Rather than fixing it, we just sort of got rid of it, but we're actually going to fix it now. Oh, hello. So if I could do something like this, but up here. Okay. Probably need to tidy this a little bit more. Okay, awesome. And then, of course, it does have the problem where I don't actually have enough things to deal with all of the crap that I'm getting in. That's okay. And we're gonna need to downgrade these to red boys. And we will put these around so that way they don't actually get stuck everywhere. We might as well use the sulfur if we're not going to just clarify it, you know? And immediately it runs into purified water problems. That's okay. I guarantee something needs that. There's no way that parts of space does not need the purified water. And if I take a guess, it would probably be this side. Mostly okay. Really? We're still having problems? Are we still not dealing with enough? Oh, of course we're not, because we're not actually dealing with anything with the purified water. That'll change everything, won't it? Oops. Now, if I had to say guess, this is going to take more purified water than I think it even realizes at this stage. Okay. Purified water should be draining. And it is, albeit slowly. It does need to drain faster than what it's doing. Okay. This part here, we could connect that. Hopefully that's... doing a little bit more. Yeah, it's getting a little bit more of the purified water out of the way. Which means as the purified water gets used, it'll use more of the sulfuric wastewater. Man, that completely jammed up, huh? Maybe we do need to consider about clarifying the purified water. I don't want to, of course. Purified water is very important, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And over time, maybe you won't need to. That's the intent anyway. We'll see how that actually works out. Yeah, I'm noticing this is having a bit of a problem with purified water, so maybe it's a good place to link in some purified water. Okay, all the purified water is going away now. That is awesome. We will still put in the overflow valve just in case. As I said, I don't want to do it, but be prepared. Sulfuric wastewater is going down. I anticipate all these should be running now then. And it does look like it. Awesome. And that would mean a lot more sludge. Okay, so we're going to continue. Clearly we need another electrodes there. And the next two as well. Cool. So that'll allow more mineral sludge to exist. Now I anticipate we probably... Do we have enough copper here? That's the next question. I thought we'd be seeing copper production, but we're still not. Okay, you want to be like that? We can be like that. Where's this one going? I'll write it. Going to aluminium. Is it? No? It's going to the solder. That's probably the thing that's slowing us down. Everything takes so long to get from point A to point B. But at least that's going. Let's just hop out for a second. We can grab some of those crystallizers. Well, aluminium's going great. What's slowing us down here? Copper. You know what? I should have guessed copper. It's always copper lately. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably nothing. But at the very least, I imagine that we're making things as fast as we possibly can right now. Like, these are maxed out. These are going at a decent speed, could be faster. I mean, these being faster, of course, does mean rockets are being launched much faster, which we do still need like 100, 200 rockets launched, and we're at like 20, so more rocket launches is only a good thing. Aluminium probably needs to be improved over the 6-hour stream today. But we are having things improve. Okay. So copper is the bottleneck at the moment. Cobalt, steel as well. This is the thing. We should be having... What's the problem? Oh, stone. Really? Crushed stone is a problem. Are we just not emptying them enough, or is it we're not using enough crushed stone? We're not using enough crushed stone. We can fix that. We're not using enough crushed stone. Fascinating. Absolutely bloomin' fascinating. I thought we were using a ton, but clearly not enough. Okay, well, that's slowing down production, which is not acceptable. You know what? Actually, screw that. Screw the rules, I have money. We don't need crushed stone to move. We can just move it over here. It can make its own mineral sludge. Because all we gotta do is turn the crushed stone into mineral sludge. How many of these would it take for a full belt? Yikes. Okay. Purple. If it was purple, what it would be? Because otherwise it's just not enough. 3 of these for a full belt. Okay. Okay, that's far less than where I thought we were gonna go. What about green? That's actually the relevant question, because we do have green stuff. I've lost my liquefiers again though. You know what? Who needs liquefiers? You can just copy and paste. Boop, done. How many greens do you need? Still not going to be much, it's like 4. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 4. And that's going to output delicious mineral sludge, which we all love to eat. And we're going to do it like this, because we can have... It might be too close, actually. The idea is we're going to go that, and we just want to grab as much as we can. Okay, and that also needs to be connected to sulfuric acid. And that also needs to be connected to minerals. And we are going to extend that line to over here. Where we're going to... This is actually not going to be the best way to do it, but it'll at least work for a while. Because there is no way in heck I have fast enough... so this is actually going to be throttled, so using greens is actually way too much for what it needs. Because we're not doing greens. Whatever. Okay. And one more. Oops. One more doing the same thing over here. But we'll still do greens where we can. And let's see how that goes. Does that help? Probably help more if everything was connected. And you know what? If I remember rightly. Well, it's getting rid of a few. It is helping to some extent, I suppose. And if we say... connected, say this. Less minerals we need to worry about. Also do that, that's going to speed things up. I mean, using blue lines is probably not helping too much. If we also yeah, so maybe this will be helping a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be helping quite to the level that I was hoping that it would, but you know, you take what you can. Probably could have just split it at that point. And maybe another split here. Just to really feed it as much as I can. That should mean, in theory, all of these should be going. I should be producing a lot of copper. It is producing more copper, so that's nice. The only thing that would be better than the amount of copper that I'm producing currently is if I was producing even more than that. That's logic. That works. Apparently I have no productivity modules on me, so I need to go grab some of those. Also... hello, Dagoo. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine. No, don't go back in there. Okay. They don't want to leave. Ow. Indeed. They don't want to go anywhere else. Okay, I'm going to have to kick them out of their house later. Alright, so we do have more copper being made. Oh, congratulations. I hope being in charge was not too stressful for you. But I'm sure you're absolutely capable of handling yourself. Not in a dodgy way, but you know what? Up to you. Oh, that's good. Happy to hear it, my friend. So crafting speed is down, which is not what I want. I want craft speed up. So the plan is we're going to have to hand do these, unfortunately, for the now, but just to increase a little bit of productivity. Kiwiland, look, Kiwiland goes fine, despite being in level 4 lockdown. Our level 4 lockdowns are a lot more stringent than yours, I understand. Our lockdowns mean we're literally not allowed to leave the house unless we have an essential job or we're getting groceries or exercise. So all the coffee shops and all those are just closed, just everything's closed. I'm fine with that. I don't really want to go anywhere anyway. but others, you know, not okay. That is what your lockdowns are meant to be. That is true. We have obtained the use of a lockdown that is actually as intended. I mean, yeah, sure, we still have our crazies going like, you know, COVID's not real, the government's trying to kill us. We still have them, because crazy going crazy. You can't really stop that, unfortunately. But, you know, it's generally, New Zealanders pretty chill. I mean, you know, a lot of memes, but generally everyone's pretty cool about it. Everyone sort of understands why, and our numbers are slowly going up at the moment just because, you know, that's what happens when you start a lockdown. But I anticipate them to not really be rising too much soon. Where's my stuff? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're fine, we're safe, we're locked in. Oh, well, as long as you're in a better place. I don't know, the whole world's kind of crazy right now, isn't it? You can't really... Everyone's just got to try and stay safe where they are. What the hell? Construction bots. I have no space for you. Fine, look. I'll take you, but I don't want you. I'm gonna bust that down, and at some point I'm going to... Maybe at some point being this point, literally right here. Just dump them all off. You know what, there's a fast way to do that, which is to do... this. There they go. They can figure their own lives out. I trust them. You know what? I think we may have yeah, we overdid it with the trains. Actually, nothing's coming through. Okay, so not that we overdid it with the trains. It seems that we just killed like a large part of my factory. So that's cool. Very exciting stuff. I love it when something dies in my factory that extremely. We're gonna need top-up valves, I think. I see what the problem's gonna be. So I imagine what's happened is purified water died in a different way. And now all the trains backed up. Well, I'm very glad that I put that long line of things in there now. It turns out that was super useful. Did I disconnect something that was required for this? Maybe. Maybe that's what I did. But it looks like we have absolutely shit the bed on this one. So that's cool. That's a common phrase, I'm sure. You know, who doesn't shit the bed occasionally, right? That's just what people do. And we will get rid of the saline water. I mean, I don't know, man. What do you do in your spare time? I'm not judging, man. And I don't think you... This is a no judgment area, okay? Well, I'm glad that... Wait, that's mostly what you do? What do you do the rest of the time? That's just like... You just got a schedule. It's like 5 AM. Don't shit bed. Okay, so that gets that all started back up again. We'll consume the sulfur. Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree. Always good to have an expensive mattress. And I suppose we do need to clarify the saline, because otherwise ain't nothing happening there. I mean, it sounds like you got your schedule down. It's a good schedule you got. Alright. So purified water actually coming in properly. Oh gosh, but of course, with everything that's shut down, you may have a problem with other things. It'll probably calm itself down eventually. What I will do though is have an overflow valve. I don't like doing this, but I will still do it because it's probably not helping things, to just get rid of some of the sulfuric wastewater. I prefer not to. The sulfuric wastewater is useful, but if it's causing problems, then we don't want it. Things are slowly getting back in order again. Once it gets rid of wastewater and it can continue. Man, purified water, I can't believe that caused such a problem there. Okay, well we got a train going out, so that's cool. They're filling up again, that's great. We might actually do that slightly differently in a way that's actually slightly more useful. Okay. Okay, well that's keeping those busy. These ones are still not doing anything, but they'll get there very soon. Hopefully acid usage increases so that way... Oh! Dang, do we still need more spiders? And we might need more spiders. These are still lacking electrodes. Okay, so spiders, can you just meet up here? So you look like you need like 2 more of these electrodes. You look like you need 2 more as well. You look like you don't use 1. You look like you've got other problems going on in your life. Probably lack of purified water. Lack of purified water. I can see that happening these days. Alright. Now, I know I've said this a few times, but should we actually get cobalt steel sorted out now? Make sure these are actually... I'm seeing trains leave, so that's exciting. Okay, cobalt steel. Now, we do have a lot of cobalt over in the chrome base. So, why are we not getting a lot of cobalt steel from it? Got a lot of cobalt, not a lot of steel. Therein lies the problem. You know what? I think part of the problem could also be that we're trying to turn it into more ingots, where really what would be better off with would be more... Can you make steel in like a cool way with... Oh wait, no, that's liquid steel. Okay, so that was right. What we really need is some way for the iron to not be here, and also what's going on with the rest of this. Where's my green powders? Where's my sludge? Where's my thermal water? That's a question I didn't think I'd have to ask next. What's wrong with my thermal water? I'd have heaps of that. Thermal water, thermal water, thermal water, thermal water. No saline. What? Where's the saline water supposed to be coming from? Here. There's no purified. Okay. So we're going to grab saline from another source, because clearly that's a problem. That's saline water there. Okay, so we're going to put that as an overflow valve. I literally never thought this would be a problem, but here we are right now finding it's a problem. And we are out of pipes, but that's okay. My main spider has pipes. And it's coming by as fast as it can. Hello, spider. And we're going to put I'm going to do a couple of things. We're going to put a pump here. And we're also going to put a top-up valve, which it seems weird to do it in that order, but I think that's what we need. And immediately the saline water is being used, so that'll allow me more thermal water and will probably make this whole thing actually work again, which would be nice. Okay, copper is not going. Stone is stopped. A little bit of production, but we may need to amp these up further. Okay, that's cool. I'll get little spider, and oh, actually, I've got all the electrodes I need from them. Okay, those two can go back home. And we can expand on how we're doing for production down there. There's a lot of copper that should be coming through that base. And if we're not seeing that copper, then honestly we got problems. Okay, so yeah, look, that actually needs like 3 electrodes. That could do with 2. That could do with 2. That could do with 2. We don't have enough. Yeah, we're out. Because I should be seeing these completely filled up at all times. Although this filter farm is going constantly. So we've got enough filters, just not on. That's confusing. Are these trains getting away now? They are mostly getting away. Looks like this is mostly caught up. These are going again. Consuming the acid, great. That's what we want to see. I almost wonder though if we do want another filter farm, say over here. We've got the room for it. I mean, got the room for it, let's just do it. And then we'll figure out how to attach everything in a moment. One thing we have learnt with these filter farms, while they're great, they do not have near enough... I'm not going to have enough pipes for that, am I? They do not have enough water. So let's just connect this first and let's put the water in there. Hey ZZ Knight, how you doing? We're doing well. We're doing a long stream today in celebration of 100 followers. So we're going to be going for a long time tonight. So that should be exciting for me. I'm basically doing a double stream. So that should be... Yeah, we should get a lot done today. That's the intent anyway. So anyway, let's go get some pipes. Oh gosh, everything's going crazy right now over here. And with these pipes, we should be able to finish what we're doing. I'm glad to hear that. Let's just ditch some things that we clearly don't need. You know what? I built those. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Get out of here. Awesome! We've got some research happening, but quite frankly, until we actually get copper fixed, nothing's really going to happen. We'll bring the spider over as well. We've immediately run out of underground pipes. Wonderful. And let's blast some more holes to get some more water. Blast some more holes, get some more water. Blast some more holes, get some more water. Just blast a hole right there. That's a good hole. Love that hole. Hashtag love that hole. Okay. You, I believe, carry filters. No, who carries filters? You carry filters? One of you carries filters, you do. And we are, of course, going to need more filters as well, but that shouldn't be too bad. You should be carrying filters, and you are. I'm just not carrying enough room for filters. Wait, what? Why is that not? Oh, because it's trying to get from there. Okay, get out of here. And this is why we do not like level 1 drones. Now they're in my inventory. Clogging everything up. Get out of here. Like, we've got the fusion drones. Why would we want the crappy drones? Tell me. Also, I do want those. Don't trash those. Okay. And we don't need those pipes. I thought we did, but clearly we don't. Just want filters right now. Please just bloody give us filters. Okay. So we're going to grab some slag from over here. We're going to pump it. Hey Solburn, how you doing? Welcome to the 6-hour stream, where madness takes its toll. Every now and then I think I should like get a voice clip from Darkest Dungeon and just chuck it into the rotation that people can just play. I just want to do that. I don't know if I should, but I want to. And maybe that's reason enough to do it. But maybe it's also reason enough not to do it. I'm really not sure. I'm rather perplexed on the whole situation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seems like a lit enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should start consuming. Yeah, no, I play at least 3 days a week. Unless I do a secret stream because I want to play Factorio. But usually it's 3 days or nights. Always at around this time. My goal is to be consistent on this time, so that way if people, even they don't follow, such as yourself I suppose, they go, hey, This is about when Seif usually streams, and then I'm there. And they're like, ah. So people can sort of build a schedule around me. That sounds weird to me, but, you know, so people can actually do that, was my thinking. Whether it works or not, well, I mean, clearly it does. People are here. People kind of expect me to be streaming, so yeah, I guess it works. And I got the schedule up on the page, which turns out I actually had a date there that I don't do anymore. But I fixed that, but yeah, I try to make sure that it's updated and consistent. Okay, so we don't really care about sulfuric wastewater anymore. I don't care. I just want it done with. We may also need more purified water, but what we're seeing is these are all going. This is not, because it's not actually connected to anything. Probably a mistake. But we can fix that. There we go. Get some more minerals in you, boy. I get some minerals from here too. Yeah, we can. You know what? I respect that sadness. But I've got so much acid now that I think, you know, screw the planet. It's already dying. So, yeah. What am I going to do with all... I feel like my northern base, the one that produces most of my resources, I feel like that actually kind of just killed me a little bit for turning my sulfur my sulfuric wastewater into good stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not punishing myself for that again. That's sulfur, by the way. But, you know, your sadness is entirely justified, and I respect your opinion. Oh, I mean, SeaBlock, everything's infinite, isn't it? So that does change things a bit. We may have over-filtered. Let's just get rid of some of those filters. If we've over-filtered here, we've probably over-filtered there as well. And sure enough, we got some purified water problems. But all this purified water we've got is not even doing anything. Let's just chuck that in there. Yeah, that'll tidy things up a little bit better. That's nice. Oh, UPS is going to be a problem in SeaBlock no matter how you swing it. But the copper is coming through again. Turns out all I need to do is just build more resources. Surprise, surprise. But wild copper maybe... I forgot about this box. Oh, that's a box and a half of crap. So wild copper may be good here. And that's pretty good here. Actually, let's speed that up as well. Oops, not that much. Just trying to get the copper to come through faster, but that way we can... Like, copper is our problem. It's not really a surprise for SeaBlock. Copper is always a problem in SeaBlock. Except for, like, the first, like, couple of hours. And by couple of hours, I mean, like, 30. I don't really know what a couple means, I suppose, is what I'm finding out just then. And these should be fast stack inserters as well, because... Otherwise, you just never get rid of your stuff. Okay. These aren't using fast stack inserters. Yeah, they back up something terrible, even if they're going constantly. And these ones, I mean, this I could turn into steel. What would I do with that steel? Cobalt steel. That's actually probably an appropriate response. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. We are of course going to need to get some sort of fuel, so we'll do it that way. Looks like this one's actually... No, wait, it's only suffering because these aren't jamming their stuff out fast enough. Jam your stuff out faster, guys. That's not a weird phrase to say at all. Okay. Now this stuff is being jammed out faster, which is, as we've agreed, not a weird thing to say. I like that. I just agree that it's not a weird thing to say and everyone just accepts it. Is that how we work? That's how I'm working. Okay. That'll get us our steel, and then steel, does it require any particular thing? No, just oxygen. It doesn't need carbon or any specific fuel to turn into steel. It doesn't need coke, which pretty sure someone's disagreed with before, like one of my friends specifically. It actually, you can't just make steel by just heating heating iron again. I'm like, but it works in Factorio, therefore you can. Yep, excellent. I'm glad. I wanted to make sure that no one could counter it, but that's where we're at. And we're going to need oxygen, which should be obtainable from like there. And it is. In fact, oxygen comes right through there, which is almost perfect. I mean, it is perfect actually. Look at that. Perfect. Everything I know about steel I learned from Dwarf Fortress. I don't know much about steel. I'll be honest with you there. I just don't know much about steel. These probably need to be stack inserters as well, it turns out. And stack inserters. I was about to say, like, there's different types of steel. I'm like, of course there are different types of steel. What, did you think steel was just one thing? Now, admittedly, I did think steel was just one thing, but look, don't bully me, okay? Okay, so then we've got steel. That's cool. I like steel. We'll put it on a belt as well. Cool. Now we're going to figure out how to get cobalt into here. That doesn't even go down that far. So it's good that we've got iron, and we're using a surplus of iron to get into that. And we could probably even got another surplus here. Okay, so steel made. Well, a kilogram of steel is obviously heavier than a kilogram of feathers. I don't even need to justify that. And that is how wars are started. Dumb shit like that. Alright, so that's all I need now is cobalt. Now, I could get cobalt from a wizard. Doesn't seem useful though. We don't want any cobalt wizards. A kobold wizard, perhaps, but not a cobalt wizard. I mean, kobold wizard sounds sweet as heck. Yep. We are absolutely getting into this now. Oh no. Do I dare click this? I do dare click this.
Got a question for you. What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram?
Okay, I'm gonna watch that later. That looks entertaining. I won't watch it now though. I gotta focus.
Or a kilogram?
Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Oh no, that looks entertaining. I won't watch it now. What's going on? I gotta focus. See, that's what happens when you don't focus. You accidentally unmute yourself. Sorry about that. Okay, sounds like a whole bunch of things just fell over in the kitchen. That's probably fine. If I don't think about it, it's okay. Cobalt is half the factory away. So the best idea, rather than... I'm going to do something that I haven't done for a while, which is put something in a train. And that'll make more cobalt steel. However, it doesn't make more copper, which is actually the problem we've got still. Like, really? Yeah, see, that button was a mistake, but I will never take it away. Why is copper... Okay, you know what? Iron... Oh, actually, that is making copper. Copper is coming through a little bit faster now. Excellent, that probably means blue science is happening faster now. Not great, but actually, most of them are going. So... we can just improve copper. I mean, we could just put speed modules in and that'll do it. Like, that's the lazy way of improving the world. Now, we were actually going all this way for a reason. Let's keep going that way for a reason, because we wanted cobalt steel. And we need a lot of it. So, let's get a wagon. We just need one wagon. We've picked up 3. And we're just going to put this chark somewhere. There it goes. Chark's gone somewhere. Don't need those. Is there any other stuff we don't need? Probably. Don't need that. I don't need these old chemical furnaces. Definitely not. Cobalt steel is the strongest stuff. What's the steel that has the really cool looking like that? I sound like that child. The steel that looks like it's been dipped in oil, and so it's all shimmery and shiny. That Damascus steel? I always get confused about Damascus steel and the Greek fire. I always think it's the same thing, but of course it can't be because one's steel and one is fire. Okay, cobalt. Like, more what I mean. I remember the logic I was going with there. I forget that Damascus steel is a thing we can make, as opposed to whatever the hell I just said. The less I think about it, the better. But then again, that's the problem. I wasn't thinking. Okay. Where do I put a train? Somewhere. Where do I put a train? What is this doing? Wait, is literally a train for this? What? Okay, sure. You know what? I'll take it. I literally didn't know the station existed, and no one uses it, so... bully for me, I suppose. Clearly I had an intent for using it at some point, and I just never did. Looks like cobalt's sort of recovering in the main base, so that's nice. And we will put some iron chests. Probably nothing requires better than iron. Yeah, see, that's going to be great. It's going to be especially great when literally nothing fits in there. Okay. Suppose we need to power the train fueler as well. We are actually using cobalt now, which probably will harm my resources somewhat. This has almost got itself sorted out, so that's cool. Train isn't fuel. What? What do you mean train isn't fuel? Train is absolutely fuel. What do you think a train is? Train is fuel. Math is math, train is fuel. Okay. So full cargo or time past 300 seconds. Baba is you. Train is fuel. Baba is you. Flag is win. Baba is not you. Awkward sounding as the void catches up with you. Ah, man, I was so bad at Baba is you. I loved it, but I was so bad at it. I mean, bad is probably the wrong word. I did okay at it, but I wanted to be better at it, and I was just like, logic, puzzle, kid, stupid, and sometimes I just brute force into an answer. And I know you shouldn't be doing that in Baba is you, but where are my trees? Oh, output is full. Okay, output full being fine. It's fine. It's good. I like it a lot. It's just it is hard. And you feel like a genius every time you solve a puzzle, but then the next puzzle happens, and then you feel like an idiot again. At least that's how I feel. Have I played the Zachtronic games? Oh, you better believe I've played the Zachtronic games. I've never finished any of them. No, I finished Exapunks. Sorry, I know that was way too excited, but I was like, I did finish one of them. Look, I loved I'm going to admit something now, and I'm going to feel really stupid saying it, but hey, here's my life. I loved Exapunk so much, I was like, you know what? I want to do programming. So I bought a book, like a big and chunky book on C something, C++ or something. I don't know why I did this, but I did. And then I never used it. I did like the first couple of pages and the first couple of well, not puzzles, but like programs, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a programmer. And that didn't happen. Not at all. But yeah, no, I loved Exapunks. Exapunks was so cool. Cyberpunk is like a weird thing for me that it pays well but doesn't make me happy. That's the problem. Like, programming makes me upset because I'm like, while I'm doing it, I'm just like, that's right, I'm too stupid to understand any of these principles. And then I just go into like, well, I'm glad it makes you happy. Me, it makes me go into existential despair. So, you know, your results may vary, I suppose. But, oh man, Exapunks was so cool. And I was good at it, man. Like, I was solving puzzles. I was hacking my brain hacking, you know, as you do. So cool. I really liked Space Chem when it came out. Space Chem was amazing. TIS 100. I mean, TIS 100 was like, hey, what if we had the idea for Exapunks, but there was no real game associated with it? And that's how I felt about that game. It was fine, but it was no Exapunks. Like, Exapunks, just so fucking cool. Like, I don't have a bad word to say about it. Like, it was just... the other one I quite liked was Shinjin.io. I didn't finish it. Every now and then I poke at it and go, man, I really want to love this game. And I like it. Sorry, TS 100 was Shinjin.io. I apologize. Again, I liked the game. I just never really got far into it. I'd get to like the 7th or 8th puzzle and you'd be like, meh, I'll check it out later, and then I just don't. And I don't feel stupid playing Zachtronic games, which is good, because some programming games just make you feel like if you're not already a programmer, like this, you're not going to get this shit. And I mean, I'm good with computers. I understand how computers work as a general idea, which is fine for what I do, but I don't work in computers. You know, I'm just the guy that helps with computers when things break. And then I look at everyone and go, bah, I don't know, you need an actual computer guy for this. And I just walk off back to my job. You need someone who's actually paid enough for this. Infinifactory? Look, Infinifactory, yeah, I see where you go with that. I loved Infinifactory. I got very far into it, actually. I didn't finish it, but I did get very far into it. I thought I was at the end, and if you thought you were at the end of Infinifactory because you're almost out of puzzles, spoilers, there's a bit more. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to explain. So I got stuck where I had to like print circuit boards on a thing and then spin them around. Yeah, the later puzzles are hard. And if there's a particular part of it that you haven't quite figured out, the game is merciless. Space Chem, I got stuck where you had to start using recursive, like where you couldn't. I'm trying to remember how it works. There were the assemblers that you'd build stuff, but then you could just put more assemblers down and you'd solve it that way. But at some point, you just couldn't. Like the second to last stage, you couldn't insert your own assemblers and you had to recurse through them. And I just could not figure that out. I played a little bit of the free DLC stuff. That was pretty fun. I played a little bit of, what was the other game? The drug one. It wasn't drug specifically, but hang on. This is important now. What was the other Zachtronics game? The drugs. Again, not drugs necessarily. Molic Synthetiz. That's the one. Opus Magnum, no. Opus Magnum, I couldn't play. I can't figure out how things rotate. Opus Magnum was the one that I was like, I feel stupid playing this and I refuse to continue. Which is rare for me because I love Zachtronic games. I just, nope, my brain just went, nope, and it just left. It just left the building on Molic Synthetiz. And I refunded it. No, not Molic Synthetiz. Opus Magnum. And I refunded it and I didn't play it anymore. And then I got it in a Humble Monthly, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have it now. And I played it again, and I still went, no, my head too stupid to figure out how rotate. Which is how my head sounds when I decide I'm too stupid. I do know of that game, but I haven't played it. Oh man, Zachtronics. You know what? The best part about Space Chem is the boss fights, where you're just like, okay, now's a big eye thing. And I really love the story. Like, I almost wonder if I should go back and try and find a wiki that just had the story entries, because I wanted to, like, what the hell is going on with this company? They make fish cakes and monsters attack them. Why? Didn't finish the story. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably how I've heard of Infiniminer. But, you know, why fish cake company that make chemical make monster attack? Why you do this? Don't know. Didn't see the end of the game. And then of course there was the tie-in for that game with the Team Fortress where the Heavy could have like the fish cakes instead of sandwich, and you'd just go om nom 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 like he did with everything. I used to play a lot of Team Fortress back then as well, so. Hey, funny guy, how you doing? But yeah, I was all about those I loved sandwich. Like, how can you not? Sintering ovens, I suppose. Oh, apparently at some point I want them. Human Resource Machine? I played that one, but I didn't play 1 Billion Humans. It's on my list of things to try out one day. But to be honest, like, the time to play these games is less because I do so much streaming these days. I'm doing well. I'm all geared up for a very long stream. Normally I only do 3 hours on the weekend. Today I'm doing 6 hours in celebration of 100 followers. So this is kind of scary and kind of a new thing. We'll see how it goes. Maybe people will like it. Maybe people will go, God, I've had enough of this guy. if that's the case, I see you've heard my internal dialogue. My wife just shouted from the bedroom. She says that every day. I love her so much. She does have to put, especially with level 4 lockdown in New Zealand at the moment. She does have to put up with a lot of my bullshit. Usually it's my coworkers that have to deal with it, but right now it's her. And boy, is she dealing with the brunt of it. Okay, so we need more of the sintering ovens. Do we? I mean, not right now, I suppose, but we will. Look, the red circuit's coming through, but even with the improvement, you know, I bet you it's aluminium. I bet you aluminium's where we're struggling, because I thought we would be. And sure enough, we don't have enough aluminium. So we're going to do a bit of a trick here. We're going to do a bit of a tricksy hobbit move. That's apparently a thing that exists. Also, that line has no reason to exist. That line only existed as... Oh, apparently transistors come down here for whatever reason. Okay. Oh god, they're building stuff all over the place. I didn't approve of this, guys. I mean, I did, but I forgot. Okay, so my plan here is we need more aluminium. Now, we can do aluminium in a couple of ways. We can either build it out here, which would probably work, or I'm actually pretty happy with that idea as it is. Jeez, I'm so close to being a programmer, aren't I? I'm already making the mistakes. Step 1 of being a programmer, make all the mistakes. Step 2, stop making them. Oh my god, that train. One day I'll actually program something that I actually care about, and that'll be the day I become a programmer. It always seems to be, I want to program something, and then I like open a book to learn how, and then I go, what do I even want to do with this? And then I close the book and I never open it again. I think really, that's why I did well in the Zachtronic games, because it was very clear what the goal was. And then I'd have like actual friends who are programmers, and they'd come along and be like, oh, did you not just use this? Oh, well, okay. I gotta learn somehow. Unfortunately, the problem is I suck at learning things. Like, I start to learn something, I go, you know what? I just realized I hate learning things, and then I don't. I just stop learning it altogether. And that's my problem in life. Okay, so we clearly need to go deeper into that. Wait, how'd you learn computer science for 4 years and then also never pick up a book? Then we've got some worm problems. So we probably need to deal with them. The best way to deal with those worms, though, would probably grab the Benga bus, which must be coming. Actually, let's... Apparently I never wired this correctly, so that's always fun. Or rather, I never wired it at all. So that's cool. Good thinking me. Yeah, you know what, I thought my brain worked that way, but I also failed, so, you know, maybe my brain doesn't work that way. Well, okay, my problem was that the training hours, I didn't do them because I was too busy playing video games. So, you know, the fault is mine. I won't lie. I won't lie to you anyway. I may have lied to my father at the time. Uh, that's fine. Fine to lie to your parents about such things. That's the most awkward sort of sigh ever that I've had. Where's that? Okay, you know what we probably need to do? Just need to chuck. Oh yeah, that's a really weird line. I forgot about that. Excuse me. Okay, the finger bus is here, and that should party now. Maple Story, fantastic. That's a game I did play. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring this up because a friend of mine really liked Maple Story, and he got me into this game that has been absorbed in my life for the last few months. Legends of Eidolon MMO. It is a idle game, which kind of looks a little bit Maple Story-ish, and it is absolutely adorable, and I love it. I highly recommend it, but it has taken a lot of my time as I've been like advancing numbers and leveling. But you know, it's an idle game, so you can just go like, ah, I'm done now, and you put it aside, and then you just don't play it for the next 4 hours, and then you look at it and go, oh, better move my guy to chop different types of wood because there's like 20 different types. But look, I love Legends of Eidolon, and if you like Maple Story and you just sort of want that Maple Story itch, I've been told Legends of Eidolon really scratches that itch. You know, and if I destroyed your life, I apologize. So, don't like idle games, man. I respect that, because idle games are horrible, nasty things, but also I find it really good to just have an idle game going at all times. And just every now and then I look at my idle game and I just, you know, the numbers go up and it makes me feel good about myself. That's all I ever really want. Numbers up, feel good. Yay. And then I'm happy. Full words become difficult, but that's okay. Okay, has the train dealt with the problems yet? No, not yet. Yeah, no, idle games are pretty insidious bastards, but I like them. You know, we're going to do this. It's going to add some stuff at the end that I don't care about. Didn't even add all the stuff at the start that I cared about. Rude. But mostly that kind of did the job. But yeah, this should make enough aluminium to keep me going for a while. At least once the second part is worked out, which for some reason didn't get around to it. Do you not like? Fine. Don't complain. Don't be rude. I'm sorry. I mean, that's probably why I didn't, like, after I got excited about Exapunks, I didn't go all the way through it, because I was like, real programming is not Exapunks. And, you know, it's a lesson everyone must learn at some point, that real programming is not just Exapunks. It should be, but it ain't. Oh, you'll probably need to get carbon or something in here, won't we? Yeah, maybe. I think I give up on programming. I appreciate that a lot of people love it, but my brain is broken. I have the case of broken brain. A bad case of broken brain, if you will. I'm going to do something with that stone, because that's going to be needed. We will probably need to go get some flotation cells and crystallizers. We've got crystallizer 1s, but we don't have we got crystallizer 2s, because we thought we'd carry those with us for now. Don't really want to use crystallizer 2s, though. Turns out, don't need to. Crystallizer 1s will suffice. Flotation cells, we need... Hang on. Where's my yellow flotation cells? Yeah, hang on. We're missing part of the important things here, aren't we? Let's see what's happened. Okay. We're still going to need to get flotation cells. Interesting, I'm not using modules or beacons. It is interesting. Yeah, I know. I'm working on that now. Thank you, though. And then go like that. No, not quite. Okay. That fix it. Express belt is in the way. Don't be in the way. That's kind of what we want, but we also don't want. Right, and that fixes that problem. Okay. We also don't need this part. This part can go away. Okay, so we do need those crystallizers back, which we can put in our trash slot rather than giving it back to the machine god. Okay. Look, we need to go back anyway, so we might as well. Looks like rockets are launching more though. We've almost got all the structure components we need. I just realized I can run faster than this train. But to prove it, I'm going to run on the tracks. I wonder if the train's catching up to me. It does kind of look like it's catching up to me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I cannot run faster than that train. Okay, well, myth confirmed, I suppose. Or myth refused? It's a lie, that's what I'm saying. Not real. All falsehoods. We need ore sorters. Not too many of those though. Probably too many. And we probably need powder mixers? Powder mixers. Well, the Vinger bus, if I can't run faster than the Vinger bus, then I got other problems, because the Vinger bus is the slowest train. Oh, actually no, it's a level 3 train, but it does have a heavy wagon on it. Oh, it's got 7,500 kills. Good job, Vinger bus. A lot of kills. Very proud of you. I knew you could be a proper sociopath. Or psychopath. I don't know. I don't know my paths. Oh god. They're going everywhere. Because they're trying to deliver all the sand to the spider. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. The Vinger bus is very important. Also, hey Goldhorn, how you doing, buddy? The Vinger bus is the most important part of the base. You'd think it'd be the part which launches the rockets or the science. Nah, it's the Vinger bus. Awesome, glad to hear it. Okay, so we may have some problems with this, but that's okay. So With this, we're gonna need some water. Let's... You do this. Oh no, I don't know if I've got a sound for that. But thank you so much! Really appreciate it. I was like, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, I don't have a sound. I still haven't figured out a sound. I gotta get that properly done, but thank you so much. I've been actually long thinking about what sound to use for that, and I just don't know. There's so many good sounds. I could just keep using Minsk, but I feel like I've already done the good one for Minsk. But I'll figure something out. But know that you have my absolute gratitude, as always. Okay. Do a diva sound. I could... Oh, just because my phone goes ding whenever I get a text. That's like my favorite sound. I'm glad that I did that. Look, I could do a diva sound. I'd have to find what a good diva sound would be, but yeah, I'll have a look into that. I like that you associate diva sounds with me. Like, when you think diva, you like small, cute Korean girl, and you're like, that's safe. That's absolutely safe. I'm both touched and confused. Wait. What's going on, guys? Why are you not making more stuff? You're really trying. You may need to get more, You may need to get more sludge. I am not a cute Korean girl. I am so sorry. I don't know how to... And then just immediately everyone leaves. Wait, what? I was waiting for the hot tub stream. No one wants that. Anyway, moving on as quickly as I can from what the hell I just said. We need to get some crystals. We need to get some... We need to get the sludge in here. That's what we really need. Now, what I could do... Ah, I'd be like that. You haven't been scammed. I mean, maybe you have. If for some reason you thought, of all people, that I was actually a cute Korean girl, I mean, that's... Surprise? And confusing? Our friendship is very confusing now. I do love that emoji. Or, what are they called in Twitch? What are they called? I don't know what they're called. I do like it though. I know. I've got like... I commissioned 5 of them, and then I realized after I commissioned them I couldn't even use 5 of them. So, you know, incentive for continuing. Emote, that'll do. Emojis are very specific things. Yeah, I commissioned 5 of them, and I love them, and I also commissioned, of course, my user icon. But then I was like, oh, I can't even use 5 of them, I can only really use 1 of them. So, we'll get there. We'll use them, but, you know. The artist who drew them is super talented, and I love her work, so. And if you want to see more of her art, it's on the links page, so you can actually see more of her art. She uses a lot of pastel colors. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Basically, I saw her cats, and I was like, yep, I need her to draw cats for me. And so she drew the one which was my setting up page, and then I was like, well, I need to keep using that cat now, because that's now become my representation. So, yeah, same artist. She was like, what colors? I'm like, same cat. Just same colors, same cat. Which, you know, was good. I mean, at some point I might commission more work, I don't know. I don't know what else I need. When I actually get to the point that I've got a webcam behind me, then I'll probably, like, get some overlay stuff done, but I don't quite know how to do that. We'll figure that out. We'll get there, guys. One step at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, they say. I don't know why. They clearly built it at night. God, that's a dumb joke, and I always love it. Okay. Limit train 1. Okay, so hopefully at some point a train will come down here. So we could always increase the amount of production we have up here. It looks like that's where our main production is going to be. We do also need crystal seeding. Non-sequiturs is unfortunately all I have in this world. Crystal seeding. Now we were making a bunch of that up here. That's kind of crystal seeding. No, it's not. That is. That is? No. That is? Yes. I knew we'd get there eventually. If you just keep pointing at things and saying that is, that is, that is, eventually you are right. Oh! A train! Hello, train. Thank you. Thank you for the sludge. My train came a long way to deliver sludge. And all I said was thank you. Didn't give it a raise, didn't give it anything. A bad train dad. Oh. Crystal seeding's going down already. Hell yeah. Gotta find a place which is okay. Great. And it should thin out. Yeah. Just runs into a train. Look, it's not as bad as a train running into me. It's just like I'm looking somewhere else, just sprints into a train at like 200 kilometers an hour, I think I figured out that I was running at. So, you know, don't do that. Don't do that, kids. It does hurt. Well, it doesn't actually in the game, but if you are actually running 200 kilometers an hour, don't run into a train. Recommend against it. I need to get rid of this stuff. I always forget it. Okay. Gotta get rid of the stone. I gotta get rid of the geodes. Now, ironically enough, you can probably get rid of them the same way. Is that irony? I don't know. I'm just gonna say ironically enough and just hope that no one judges me on it. Because that's all I got. Hope. You gotta have hope. Oh! We have sulfuric acid problems down here? What? Well, I guess that makes sense. All the sulfuric acid's all the way up there. Okay. Alanis Morissette. Unfortunately, the problem with my non sequiturs is I forget what the joke I was making is. And I'm just like, I sometimes see these lines, I'm like, oh god damn it. The only thing ironic about that song is nothing's ironic in it. Which is, in itself, ironic. Confusing that way. Okay, so we're gonna need to figure out how to get more... I imagine what's happening is all the sulfuric acid's being taken up earlier. So what I might do is... I got a lot of acid gas. That there. At some point I'll fix it. Got a lot of acid gas, so the acid gas could always be brought down and then converted into acid to here or something. I think it's time to get the Vinger bus. The Vinger bus is coming and everybody is jumping. For some reason, as I said that in a sinister tone, it made me think if it was some sort of like creepy suicide pact with the Vinger bus. Guys, the Vinger bus is coming and everybody is jumping to avoid it. For some reason, we took some sort of like old-timey radio show presenter. Gee willikers, sir, the Vinger bus is coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Find out at more 6. What's going on there? That's not what I wanted. Find out how you can protect your family against the Vengabus. Okay. So we are actually just going to waste this stuff because, quite frankly, I just don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. I just want it gone. So we're going to... Because I don't want to turn into crystal slurry. I don't care enough. Just want it gone. Just go. Don't want you. Don't want you in my life. I feel bad about it now. Now I'm just killing useful resources just because... Yeah, we need to acid sort it here. And then we're just going to clarify it. Which kind of hurts, but I also, as I said, don't care. Does this even clarify? Who knows? We've got no bloody acid. Okay, so acid, all the acid you can drink for a price you can afford. There's a lot of sulfur in there. We need more oxygen, probably. Yeah, we do have a bit of a sulfur problem right now. Okay, so... Good news is we can probably use some of this oxygen. No, this oxygen's all being used for other acid projects. I love the way I paused there. Other acid things. Melting bodies. That's what I'm using the acid for. Got some Breaking Bad shit going on over here. Well, that was uncomfortable. Surely we've got a bunch of oxygen we can steal from somewhere. Good news. If we had more aluminium anyway, we'd have good news. Science is at 38%. If we can get more aluminium up, then we will we'll be in a better place. Hey, and as I said, at some point it would fix that. It fixed that. Good job, guys. Right. So we've got all this acid that we do need to use. That acid gas is actually fine. Some of them are going to be backlogged, like this one. But what we could do is bring it straight down here. And then what? How's green catalyst pick? Or green catapic, as it's actually called. Green catapic. Over here? I don't even know what green catapic is anymore. Okay. Green catapic. That's a G. Look, it's just waiting to... Well, the good news is green catapic is only slow because it doesn't actually need to go anywhere right now. So we do actually have opportunities. Move acid gas down here. And, okay. So that's the plan. Acid gas, we're going to go shoopy-doop, which is the official term for what's going to happen right now. We're not going to go all the way down, we're just going to go over to here. Will that get stuck anywhere? Probably. Okay, so we're going to build a sulfuric base somewhere. It's the ultimate decision that is the best part of that. Just the part where I was like, I know what I'm doing, and then just realizing I had no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it somewhere. Because I don't want to put it here, because that's already for blue science. Over here is probably the best place to put it, but then... how? Okay, well, let's get the pipes we'll need for it. In the water is an option. It is an option that I have considered. Just dump the sulfuric acid into the water. This is called the environmental process. The only problem is when I do that, we're going to have some angry worms. But sometimes worms just go be angry, right? Right. Let's go this way. Here are the worms. They're angry. Oh shit, we're right amongst them. Okay. So the plan here is we're going to take the Vinger bus out a little bit further. I know, you got no path. You have artillery shells though. You got a few artillery shells. Awesome. The plan right now is we're going to take the Binger bus over here. In other words, the Binger bus is coming. And this is where I'm probably going to build the acid, because it actually makes sense there. However, we will need to deal with a few worms for a while. That's okay. They'll deal with it. I think so long as I don't die here, I think we'll be okay. Fuck! No, get out of there, get out of there. Too scary, too scary, too scary. Okay, the important part of that is I didn't die. Oh, that was too scary. Also, we need to turn off my report. Okay. Gotta get this done. Gotta get this done. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. Oh god. Okay. Gotta try again. Going again. The good news is they're not really aiming for the pipes. They don't really care about pipes. They just care about me. Which, you know, if you had self-esteem problems, that's kind of nice that the worms care about you. Aw, the worms care about me. They're trying to kill me, but they care. And maybe that's what matters in life. What do you mean can't reach? Reach. Please reach. Okay. Acid gas is down here through a very perilous route. The dumbest thing I've done in a while. Cool thing about my keyboard is when I get damaged, the whole, like, function keys light up. And that's pretty neat. You know, it's nice to know being reminded of impending death by function keys. I like this keyboard. It lights up just when I play Factorio. It's, what is it? I don't even know what brand it is. It's a good keyboard though. Corsair maybe? No, I don't think it's Corsair. Corsair are my earphones. Okay, so the important part is not what sort of earphones I use. It's that... Oh, we're going through this shit again. I will deal with these worms at some point. But right now what I want is just more sand. And I could call the spiders over, but I'm really worried they'll just die. So... I don't want my spiders to die because I take too much time in building them. It's not that I even care about the spiders, it's just they take so long to build. Like, it's all a very manual process. Okay. Cool. So that... Oops. That was my fault. That was entirely my fault. Okay. We probably could turn on the pots now. Okay. So now this is where the acid's going to come in. And we need a train stop. Welcome to train stop. How can I take your order? I don't even know if that's what I said. Train stop. Game stop. I assume not. It sounds more like something you'd say at a fast food restaurant. Oh, what if GameStop was a fast food restaurant? Wall Street bets are right. They never considered that. Anyway, we've said dumb shit today, and clearly it hasn't stopped. Okay, the train can go home now when it wants to. Now, what I would like to do is to get a green at a drop station and just copy that part. And it's even going the right direction. Awesome. So we need a train. We need some boxes. We need some combiners. And then we need some catalyst frames. Just as many as we can build. Now I anticipate we should be getting a train here. I was wrong. You have run out of bullets. You can go home. You've done well. Thank you, Fingerbus. To thank the Fingerbus, please enter thank you, Fingerbus. Please don't do that. You don't need to do that. I was thinking of like those old school, like, you know, dumbass chain emails. And then I just said it as if that was a thing people do. Okay, so acid gas. Nope. You just... How do you convert acid gas into something good? Hello. Hello, train. Pleased to see you. No, seriously, how do you turn acid gas into good stuff? Acid gas... Oh, you gotta turn it into the... Nope. Nope. I've completely forgotten how you do it. Okay, there it is. That's right, it makes hydrogen sulfide gas, which is actually pretty useless. Cannot insert metal catalyst. Well, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll chuck them in there. Look, it's done. That's a step too close, so we're going to have to rebuild that. Oh. My own fault, that's the important part. Got no one to blame but myself. Okay. And then we got to go inserters. Which I'm going to grab like that. And then inserters that put it back on the line, so that way we can use the catalyst frames again. Don't have a lot of silver in there, which is a bit of a concern. Where's that train? Yeah, okay. So, the important thing is it makes carbon dioxide, which is real cool. We love carbon dioxide. It also makes that stuff, which is also real cool. We love that stuff as well. What we don't need is hydrogen fluoride gas or carbon dioxide. I was doing a thing called lying. I don't care about either of those resources. So we're just going to flare stack it. And we're going to flare stack this one as well. So that means they should just get rid of that and give us the delicious hydrogen sulfide gas. Mmm, tastes great. That's not a weird thing to say, don't judge me. It's kind of weird. Okay. And then with that, we then got to get some oxygen. So we're going to do this. Weird they're trying to put on the same line, but I'm not even going to question it. Okay, and it's not going to do much without oxygen, so we probably need to get oxygen into it. We can probably find oxygen somewhere. Hopefully. Maybe. Oxygen. That is being burnt away. Oh dear. Sirs, I say not. Maybe as an overflow, but never as a general rule. Okay, so we're going to be doing this again in a moment. So I just want to get this right. Now oxygen here is actually pretty good, so we can just take that. Now this will be doing the exact same thing, so we'll just copy that there and just kill it. And there is apparently a hydrogen pump there for some reason, pipe there for some reason. Don't know why, but we'll just go with it. Okay, that should give us enough oxygen for a little while. So let us connect these three. I'm not quite sure how it's going to connect, but we'll figure that out in a moment. Okay, good. And oxygen connects into there-ish, I suppose. And probably a pump as well, just to really get it go in the right direction. Yeah! Now, why are you doing it that way? Fascinating question. Why are you doing it that way? What is your problem? Okay, so these are doing their best. We could beacon them, but we could also just... Why not? Why not speed module them? Well, we've only got one speed module, so that's probably not helping. Anyway. At that point we have sulfur. That sulfur's good. I'm not complaining about sulfur. Sulfur is good. Sounds like you complain about sulfur though, doesn't it? Then we want to get some of these bad boys. We're going to actually put it over here. Okay. So that's going to give me some extra stuff. So if we link this, we're going to take this a roundabout route because I feel like we're going to need more of this later. And then we power it because power is good. I mean, like, I needed to rationalize that in a game about, you know, building. Do I need power? Oh, I don't know, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't want to be presumptuous. And I guess probably... Oh wait, that was already there. But that one is not. Okay, that one made a lot of sulfur dioxide gas. We're definitely going to need to improve these. Could just beacon them though. Or speed module, whatever, we'll figure it out. They are all making stuff though, so that's good. And then finally, we get water and the gas, so we're going to need to... Going to autosave right there. Thank you, game. Love it. I have a funny... Oh, no, don't. Okay, that's probably going to get itself killed. Oh, there's not really many worms up there anymore. Interesting. Wonder what happened to them all. You may never know. Certainly nothing that was my fault. I would know if it was my fault, and I'd tell you all if it was my fault, but it's not. I killed them all. Okay, so sulfuric acid. We will need water as well, but we can sort that out. And then after we're done with this, then we can copy everything. But point here is that we... I love that last one that's just one tile off. And great. And then we just put the water in the thing to make it a sulfur. You make it a sulfur, you make it a meal. I'm now too fast for Squeeze through to work properly, which is kind of funny. Okay. You guys keep going that way, you will die. Just letting you know. They're very interested in fixing that pipe. You know what? If they're so interested in fixing that pipe, maybe I should fix it manually. Okay. I think I did it. The pipe is now fixed. I'm a terrible train dad. The last thing I want to be is a terrible drone dad as well. Actually, I remember how I used to treat drones. I think I'm a terrible drone dad as well. Okay. Point I'm trying to make here is nobody's perfect, but we all try. Not really the point I'm making, or trying to make here. The purification of water and dealing with saline instead of making purified water from oxygen, hydrogen. Well, to be fair, I need the oxygen. I know what you're saying, but I do need that oxygen. I mean, I haven't worked out the ratios. Maybe I don't need that much oxygen. I don't know. But I think I need that much oxygen. And maybe that's all that matters. Alright. And we should have some amount of sulfuric acid coming through. Not enough though. Not nearly enough, but that's the whole point, isn't it? Because now we can expand it. And you do one and you go, that's pretty good. You do that, that's pretty good. And then you have that pipe there. And then you realize that you've actually got no chemical plants on you. And then they laugh at you. A merriment laugh. Boy, do you feel foolish at that time. So anyway, I'm going to get some chemical plants. I'll probably send the spiders back home. Don't know if they'll get stuck anywhere. Oh, they're already home. Well, there you go. Don't need to send anyone home. And then we should have the aluminium sorted. But can I please get some stuff? Thank you, sirs. Oh, jeez. Well, I got no radars in my inventory anymore. Didn't want radars anyway, I suppose. We still need catalyst frames. And... you know what? I just don't think we need purples anymore. If you're going to use purples, you might as well use greens, you know? And we'll take a detour off to the side to get some modules. How are they going, by the way? Oh, we've got a bit of a slowdown. Enough blue circuits now. Interesting and frustrating. I'll figure out why in a moment. One thing at a time. Get aluminium sorted, then figure that shit out. The sulfur does seem to be adding improving though, so that's good. Now the problem here is not enough acid. Apparently there was a fix for that. Actually, hang on. Where's all my acid gas? Should have heaps of it. Uh-oh. Ow. Please come back. Where's all my acid gas? Should have so much acid gas. Oh man, they did damage something. The problem could be not enough filters actually as well. That could actually be a problem I have. Also, where's the lime filter that I had? Because these should all be running at all times. You should also be running at all times. Okay, where'd the acid gas going? Where the acid gas going? Yep, that's English. Now all these were mathed out, so they should be using the correct amount. I think they just need more filters. Which, I mean, those are just regular filter frames if I remember rightly. Like just confirming that, yeah, they're just regular filter frames, so build some. But that looks like it did add something. Bet your pipe broke. Bet you anything a pipe just broke with that. Okay, so let's scurry down there and find a broken pipe. Yep, sure enough, there's a broken pipe right there. Okay, you know what? They just broke another pipe, didn't they? Okay. There's probably a better way to do this. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Not how you're supposed to fix those sorts of things, but hey, you know, it's the safe way. Okay, so we got beacons. And let's just put some good old speed boys in there. How's that going? That's transport belts I don't care about. It could be making more hydrogen sulfide gas. Okay, well, if you can be like that, we'll make more. Do you ever consider that? No? Exactly. Getting sassy now, aren't I? Do we not carry around advanced chemical facilities? We really not. We apparently carry around 20 steam crackers for some reason. I need those. Oh. Or we just turned off bots. I'm an idiot. Alright then, that's probably going a bit faster. Getting through that sulfur. Making more sulfuric acid when it gets around to it. Make me bothered. I mean, we could always do another one. Be a bit of a crime, but you know what they say? Crimes are cool. Put that one on the inside. And we could also, if we just really want to be a real criminal about it, which we kind of do, let's build more. Now, silver appears to be good now, as does aluminium, and this train stop should be stopped, and it is. Awesome! Also, our acid gas is empty, because I didn't connect it again. Haha! Foolishness. And these appear to be going pretty well. The only thing I can comment is probably, let's add... fast inserters in the way. Will it be in the way then? Solved. Okay, and that's pretty good. I think the only thing we want to do is make it go real fast. Real fast. Real fast. Too fast. We fucked up. But they're all running. Oxygen, like I feared could happen, is actually running out. Okay, we can chuck more oxygen into it. Chuck it into the other side, so that way... just feeds it a little better. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's acid. We should have plenty of acid here now. We do appear to have plenty of acid here now. Means these should be being fed well. Okay, we come back to the aluminium. How are we going with aluminium? It's probably made some. It's made none. Right, and it wouldn't have because... very good reasons. And the reasons are the fact that we haven't actually got the sodium hydroxide sorted out. Good news is that's actually something that we've done quite a few times before, and we probably don't need to worry too much about that because we can just do this. Sodium hydroxide is very important though for this part of the factory. So we're going to do a couple of these. And it's going to need water, surprisingly enough. And it's going to need electrolyzers, which I do not carry on my person. However, the spiders do. Which is kind of a terrifying phrase when you think about it. Okay. Because it implies that spiders are people, which they are not. And we should never even once consider that a spider might be a person. Not even Spider-Man, obviously, because he's a goddamn menace. Anyway, that Parker's got to give me pictures of that goddamn Spider-Man. That's just what he's got to do. He knows why. Okay. Spiders? No. Get me pictures of that no good goddamn Spider-Man, please. We're just going to copy that, because it seems reasonable. He's a menace. That's the thing I need to tell you about Spider-Man. He's a goddamn oh, and there's an alien artifact. Spider-Man probably did that. The only thing that makes sense. He would do that too. You know why? Because he's a goddamn menace. No, wait. That's, what? No. Why did I think that was the right action? I thought they were geodes, that's why. Don't know why I think yellow chunks were geodes. There are no yellow... there are no yellow geodes, but you know, sometimes you just go, but I don't know how things work. Okay, so you got me on my spiders, thank you. Now all we got to do is power it, and we should be starting to see aluminium. In theory. That's all gathering there. We also do need charcoal, so we're not going to see aluminium yet. Okay, but we are seeing aluminium hydroxide, which is useful. So we need chalk. Now, I believe we've got a carbon line here. Now, I think I had a chalk line here that I was like, I don't know why this is here, but I'm never going to get rid of it. Turns out it was here for future. I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. Turns out the future acquired it. And remember, when the future acquires something and it comes knocking, you answer the door of future. Ring ring, hello, who's there? It's the future. Oh, hey. How you doing? Yeah, alright. Cool. Why are you here? Oh yeah, I forgot. Hi. Yeah, and that's the sort of conversation you have with the future when the future comes a-calling. So look forward to that, I suppose. Alright, so charcoal, or chark, as we all like to call it, as the official name of chark. That's not connected to anything, maybe it should be. Okay, here comes chark. Wait, what? Oh, we did actually need carbon. You know, I got really excited about, oh man, I'm so glad I got this charcoal line. That's exactly what I needed in my life. Nope, needed carbon. Whatever. The future tricked me. It was like, ring ring, hello, it's the future. Oh, hey future. What do you want? Nothing, just to piss you off. And honestly, it does sound like a conversation you'd have with the future. Future soon, and it's gonna put your chalk in the wrong place. Because you actually don't need chalk. It's ruining all the days. You know what? I don't know. Toggle exoskeleton. Move slowly. I remember this button exists for a reason. Okay, that's carbon coming through. Cool. Needed that. Things that me weaken strange get engineer. Wait. Shit. Too much chalk. Ditch the chalk! Alright, now we've got aluminium. Are we happy with aluminium? Do we have aluminium now? We do! Indubitably! Okay, so now we've got to connect aluminium to that main line, which actually shouldn't be difficult. I say shouldn't be, but look, I mean, you've seen how excited I get about things that turn out to be wrong, so maybe it's incredibly difficult, and I just haven't realized yet. God, I've become second guessing myself. I've become so jaded of talking to myself. The jadedness is real right now. You know what? If I actually just put that where it's supposed to go, it probably would have been way easier. You know what? I saw it coming. I saw this was going to be difficult, but only because of me. And boy, was I right. Okay. Seriously? Stop. Or rather start. Just stop being rude. Okay. And we're going to put a pump in there because we don't want it to go back the other way. And that should put a fair chunk of aluminium into the system. And make more red circuits. If I go grab some small speed modules, where do I have that? Yeah, that's fine. I can chuck those away in a second. Oh, worms! Oh. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't be alive. Alright, so the good news is with all these extra speed modules that I am making, my rockets are launching a lot more often. The point that we might almost have the structure components complete soon, and then we can get started on the assembly components. That'd be good. Now I know you want to speed those up, so there you go. And we don't want to carry these around, so just chuck those in there. And for some reason we have a bunch of chunks. You know, they say always be careful when you have chunks. What they say. It is what they say. They say in my school anyway. If I said that, just making shit up again. It looks like we've sort of stopped production for a little while because we haven't dealt with the geodes, I suppose, because there's chunks in it. There's chunks in my geodes. Alright. Really funny, you just put a little bit through, and because you don't get a lot of geodes, you get what, one, maybe a geode for every 2, so 1 geode every 4, statistically speaking. And that means you don't really need to deal with too many of the geodes. You just got to deal with some of them. And that'll push everything through eventually. But we could probably speed it up ever so slightly. By doing a similar thing. Splitting it. I mean, this is just a waste of resources in every sense of the word, but I don't care. The important thing is that we're making enough aluminium. And so long as we're making enough aluminium, actually blue science should have improved. Has it? Not really. It's getting there, okay? might actually need more sodium hydroxide now that I'm looking at it. Although, I don't know. More sodium hydroxide? Look, more sodium hydroxide couldn't hurt. What I'm saying. Actually. There we go. And we'll just chuck that sodium hydroxide down there. We do need some pipes, but good news, the good boys here. And so that means my sodium hydroxide should be perfectly fine and everything should be working and I will be happy for once in my gosh darn life. I love the optimism. The sentiment was nice. Yeah, but it's making stuff. And aluminium is coming through. And I mean, maybe it's okay. We needed aluminium for this. And it is coming through, but it would be nice if it came through a bit faster. Then again, maybe it'll catch up. Maybe it'll catch up and then it won't need as much. Or maybe I just need to make more aluminium. Or if I place these with these, and replace these with these. That just doesn't look like it's making much aluminium at all, that's the problem. Why not? Laziness? Hunger? Boredom? Lack of water? Lack of water! I knew we'd get there eventually. Okay. With that we should have a little bit more water being produced. And that should deal with the flotation cells a little bit better. Does look like it. I mean, aluminium has improved, so that's really the main takeaway from all this. Needed to see. What I'm concerned about is, do we have enough mineral sludge? Looks like the answer is yes we do, because it looks like a train just dropped off some. Thank you, train. Thank you, train. And this is consuming the stone. And the geodes are being wasted, but in a way that means I don't care. Yeah, so it looks like the yellows do seem to be struggling more than the reds. I don't know if there's any particular reason for that, but... okay, I'm not going to look at that any further. I don't think there's anything else I can do with that right now. Aside from perhaps even making more. Which... it's not the worst idea I've ever had, but I certainly don't know if I want to do it. Okay, now we're having problems with blue circuits. Can we figure out why? Or is that being fixed now that we've got more aluminium? So we have two blue circuit areas. We've got just a few blue and we've got big blue. This is big blue. Big blue looks like it's doing okay. The problems might be that we don't have enough red circuits coming through. Now, we could probably boost that signal by... oh, wow. Actually, we need one more of those structural components. just chuck stuff in my inventory. I don't really care that much. And looks like we don't actually have the stuff for it, so... structure... component... Yeah, just... Look, tell you what, I'll help you out. I'll just... I wanted to help you out, but I'm bad at helping. You know, I'll actually help you out. There you go. And you can stop now. Because, in theory... Yeah, that's not needed anymore, but that's okay. So what we're going to worry about now is getting this together. Now, we should have most of what we need for that, and it looks like it's... Okay. Now, we only need 2 of these. Now, most of the stuff it's able to gather, which is cool. Yeah, that's fair, I suppose. So, we're going to need 2 of these. We built the one of these we needed. So hopefully, we can get that done today. Now chuck that in there. We just launched a rocket, it seems. 5%, yeah. Okay, so red circuits, as I was discussing, like these red circuits are going through pretty well. What I could do is bring them up and around into big blue. And with the help with big blue, I don't need blue circuits that much. Not right now. I will need them later, of course, but... interesting fact, we are running out. Fuel is actually why we slowed down right now. Fascinating. Hydrazine gas, what's your problem? This gas, what's your problem? This stuff. Oh god, we have so much paper in there. Huh. Cellulose pulp, what's your problem? Alginic acid, what's your problem? You're freaking slow. That's your problem. Be faster. Just faster. Be fast. Don't dawdle. We gotta make fuel out of paper and algae. This is real world how you make fuel, I guess. I don't know, man. But the important thing, you know what? I think a fast inserter is cute, but let's go with a stack inserter. And I think it's all very cute that it's going slowly, but let's not go slowly. And you know what? Fast stack inserter is good. Express stack inserter better. Chuck, 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 chuck. Yeah, get it done, buddy. Get it done. Chug it through. We need rocket fuel. We have like a bunch of parts that are ready to go, but you're too slow to make rocket fuel. I'm being mean to my factory again, I'm sorry. It's legit trying its absolute best, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be rude to you, buddy. As usual, bad factory dad. You know what? That's great. I think you're really trying. You try harder. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Give me that rocket fuel, baby. Now, specifically, I mean, give me a baby that is made of rocket fuel. I want to launch that baby to the moon! That's not a weird statement, is it? It's super weird, I know. Now the problem is we've got all this paper. I don't know what we can really do with paper. The correct answer is not a lot. Okay. So what we actually may want to do is focus on this side first, otherwise we may have problems. We already are. Oh no. Okay. No, it's fine. General rule of Factorio, don't panic, just keep building. Something will sort itself out. Put priority that way. There we go. And that way hopefully it'll be able to get the wood out of there, or the paper out of there. Is that helping? Yes it is. But this, if we don't use the wood, we can't make rocket fuel. I don't know how this works. But it does seem to be consuming more now, so that's good. We may actually speed it up further if we can just... No, yeah, no we're there. We're going to stay right there. We're now at the position where we're actually not making enough of this stuff, which is cool, but also kind of frustrating. Not enough sodium hydroxide, that's literally a problem. We could make more sodium hydroxide, of course. We've got a nice blueprint for that, and we've got plenty of space to do it. And we've even got the desalination plants. You know what? See no reason not to do it. I've immediately just covered up all the water, I realize, but that's okay. Because we can always just make, more water. By using a trick that would be absolutely OP in regular Factorio. And it's... Is it OP in this? No, I think wells are OP in this. Okay. And we can connect up. There's my red science. It's not really doing much right now. It'll do it when it's required. It's ready to go. And more sodium hydroxide comes up, which should just allow for more rocket fuel. Lovely. I just want to check something real quick. Space science. So in the last 10 hours I've had 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had 3 launches already so far. Now, for those interested, yes, this is going to be a longer stream, so I am halfway through. Actually, hang on, let me just check something on my computer real quick, because it'd be really funny if I recorded like a full 3 more hours and then didn't have the room on my desktop on my computer. I think I do. Ooh, got it a bit close, but we're okay. Yeah, so this is going to be an extra long stream, so if you're usually here and thinking I'm going to do a 3-hour stream today, like the schedule says, nope, it's going to be a 6-hour stream. We are halfway. Holy shit. So that's exciting. But it will take a little bit of a break, just 5 minutes, walk away, stretch, do all the things that regular people do, get some more water, because my water bottle is empty currently. And I do tend to jabber on a lot, so that's probably not great for my throat. Oh, looks like we had some blue science in. Not a lot, but some. But we are getting there. We are making progress. We are not making enough aluminium, however. Still. To me, that sounds like we need to make another one of these. Which is fine, but of course, we've got to deal with some more worms. Okay. Oh, you guys are already down there. Cool. So what I might do is I might just start building down there. Get another aluminium farm ready. This one should be easy because this one's just going to be copy and paste from the previous one. Yeah, so let's just start building that out. Oh yeah, I just remembered I need to get the finger bus down here because we've got a lot of worms. I love how much the computer slows down when you're putting down this many tiles. It's just like, oh, and like UPS just halves. Like it's trying so hard. Anyway. There you guys are. I didn't even see with them. Jabba? No, never. Well, I say this before to people who have asked me, but it's just I like going to a stream where the person's talking, and I think, well, you know what? I'm going to be that guy. And maybe some people go, yeah, he talks too much. I'm not interested, but I'm making the stream for myself. So, at some point, I may just want to watch my own stream of me playing a game. And sometimes I do. Because that's what sort of narcissist I am. I mean, I figure if people are coming around and staying for it, I mean, they're at least enjoying it or muting me. Either way, as long as they're happy, I don't mind. I just appreciate people coming by. I mean, if people weren't watching, I would still be playing Factorio, and at the end of the day, that's all I really want to do. Also, I appreciate people watching. Like, validation in some ways. Okay. So, we're gonna go grab the finger bus. Oh. Okay, finger bus. Come on down. You got some worms to kill, boy. Oh, girl. I do not know the gender of my train. Probably doesn't matter. Trains are probably genderless. I've never really thought about it, I'll be honest. Okay, and then we're going to just make more aluminium. Which, dude, how are we going for space on that? Bad train dad. Absolute. You know what? Oh. I don't know. I accept my train to be whatever gender it wants to be. If that makes me a bad train dad, then that... I'm an accepting train dad, you know? I love my trains no matter who they are. I'm a modern train dad. I don't remember to pick up my trains after school, but I do make sure they're murdering worms. Bad train dad. I got no response. I got no outs there. I trapped myself. Clean out some of these pipes. Not that it really matters too much, but might as well clean up a bit. You just destroy this worm like right here. Thank you. Oh wow, it actually. Thank you, train. Good job. Really impressed. It's a proud father moment when the train actually listens to you. Okay. Think we're almost good here. No, you know what? I'm just gonna let you do your stuff for a bit longer. Proud train dad. Put it on the back of a car. Political wastewater apparently seems to be a problem there. That's not great. Problem with nitric wastewater. Okay. Apparently nitric wastewater has already got two. I love these two power poles right next to each other. Don't know how that happened, but clearly it did. I mean, I love the idea that I can say, nah, it's not real. That didn't happen. It's like, yeah, I can see it right there. Alright, I think we've done enough today, train. Almost. It'll get there. I don't want to send the train off before it's finished its supper. Feel like we may need to have this a bit faster. Otherwise we could run into interesting problems. Just gonna take out that side. Yeah. Kill those couple of worms there and I think we're good. Nope, you've changed direction entirely. Okay, train. You know, I'm pleased with what you've done. You've done some good work. You don't know how to get home. That's alright. Call your mother. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is something like that. Oh, good. I moved it just in the last second. I'm glad that happened. And let's call the spiders over. Oh, the spiders were closer than I thought. Hey, spiders. We're probably going to need some pipes. I don't know what we need. I'll let them do their thing and then we'll figure it out. Flotation cells, probably. Just grab stuff. We'll figure out what we don't have in a moment. Crystallizers, definitely. Alright, you carry crystallizers around, don't you? Do. We are out of belts. Don't be lazy, guys. Get the belts. This might be good, yep. Yeah, this is pretty close to where we want it to be. Apparently we didn't... Wow, do we still not have enough belts? Whoosh. Okay, so we might need to go get a resupply and then come back to get the rest of this finished. That is a coal line. Or a carbon line, as it turned out to be. So we're going to have to... Actually, I don't know why I did that, because I could have just connected it this way. Okay, carbon line connected, aluminium connected. The only thing we don't have connected, for sure, mineral sludge is coming through, but it could be better. Power is not connected. We have no power lines on us. Probably means one of you guys has power lines. You do, awesome. Probably means also, yep, I was expecting that. Okay, we have power. So what else do we need to deal with? This is going to be the geodes. And we're going to that way. It's a very happy day that I remember to connect geodes. Usually I completely forget. Okay, geodes will be connected. Now, crushed stone. Oh wow, crushed stone is already being a problem. Lovely. Now we don't have anything being made because we've got no purified water coming in yet. Easy fix though. Because to fix purified water, you gotta get some water. I know, there's some big brain math there. Okay, and that should start to see some production. Oh, it looks like this didn't get finished properly. That's great. Typically means something else didn't get finished properly. Yep. Everything else from there is okay. We need to connect the crystal seeding. Oops. Wait, really? Oh, wait. Hang on. Wait, that shouldn't be water. How is that water? How is that water? Who knows? I must have connected something by mistake at some point while doing that. Okay, crystal seeding, there it is. Okay, it's now making aluminium of some description. Always nice, I like describing aluminium. And then we just need to get the 3 of these. Them up to the water. Mouse moving. Oh, the mouse is moving. I've really been dealing with that for ages. Alright guys, I'm just going to take a quick break. I will not be too long, and I will be back in like a couple of minutes. So hold on tight, I'll be back in just a sec.